Hey guys, it's LegoFan9898, and today I'm coming at you with a Season 5 of Star Wars The Clone Wars video, and it's about who will fall and who I think will survive in Star Wars The Clone Wars. So, the image you see right now is an image StarWars.com released to Facebook and I think something else, but they released it, and it was Who Will Fall, and the characters on that were Vizsla, Gallia, Hondo, Darth Maul, Rex, Asajj, Ahsoka, Embo, and then Asajj Ventress, and last is Satine. So here's my thoughts on what's going to happen. I've been spending a lot of time getting screenshots and different things to put this video together, so I hope you guys like it, and if you could, please favorite this video so that it can get a bunch of views on it, because I've spent a lot of time on this. So, let's get off to our first character, Vizsla. So, the first picture you are seeing now is Vizsla after he sees, he talks to Maul, and Maul's like, "Will you join me?" Now, I'm just saying all this stuff so I can lead up to what I think is going to happen to Vizsla. I took this almost out of all the big trailer that Star Wars released. Link in the description and also on the screen. So that was right after Maul said this, as you can see. There is a Mandalorian in the background, so you can tell. After that, well, I'm just discussing if I think he's going to live. This is my plot up, my guess. Some of these aren't going to be correct. They're going to be wrong, but I've done a lot of research, so I think most of these are going to actually end up to be what's happening. So, as you see, they join, but something happens to make this happen. If you notice, Vizsla is on the left. Sorry, it is a blurry picture. It was a very quick frame. And then on the right, you see Darth Maul. Now, I don't think Vizsla is going to be able to beat Darth Maul. Darth Maul is just too powerful of a character to be beaten by Vizsla. So I think Vizsla is going to fall by Darth Maul's hand. I'm going to give him a 95% chance. Like, that's a pretty high chance that I'm saying, but I think so, because later on I got a few more images to support my idea on Vizsla. So they join up, of course, and then let's see. Here's another picture of their duel, just a frame later, or a few frames later. You can't really tell, they're just battling. So I'm pretty sure Darth Maul is going to win that battle. But also, right after that, or in the trailer it looked like, sorry, I can't find the image. Okay, you're seeing it on the screen. It is the Mandalorian, the girl Mandalorian that we saw in Season 4, and you see her busting out of glass. That I'm pretty sure this is the Mandalorian, like where Satine lives. So I'm assuming Vizsla dies in there, and that's why she's getting out. Now, the reason I say that is later on we see her with Obi-Wan. Let's see if I can find that. We see her later on with Obi-Wan Kenobi, so I'm thinking that after Vizsla dies, she and Obi-Wan somehow join up, or she doesn't think Vizsla's right, and they end up, Vizsla might not die. But I'm gonna say Vizsla's gonna die in Season 5. That's my guess. Now, if you're watching this after Season 5 is aired, I'm sure you already know, so, sorry I spent so long on Vizsla. Let's get on to the next character, which is Gallia, which is a really, really weird character to put on this list. I'll show you the image of the list again. Look at the bottom. Now, think of the main characters. The main characters who have been in, which ones look out of place? Gallia, Hondo's been in enough, but Embo and Gallia have been in so little. Gallia was in one episode, and she was like a co-main character, like she wasn't even the main character, and then she's been in other background shots. So, I really think, also, I'm going to go with 90%, or at least 95% on, her not surviving through Season 5. If you're wondering, you probably thought, hey, she survives because in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, you see her blow up. That's actually her cousin, because she ends up dying at Grievous's hands. Now you might be going, what? Gallia ends up dying at Grievous's hands in a comic, I think. So if you look at this picture, that's Gallia, General Grievous. Now they're probably going to change that for the Clone Wars. Now, I found this screenshot, and this makes me think that they're going to change it. As you can see, she's being pushed back, thrown by the Asajj Opress on the left side of the screen, just being pushed, so I don't think she's going to be able to survive that. And also, if you see another part of the trailer, I don't have a picture of this, Obi-Wan's holding 2 blue lightsabers. Now, you don't get a good enough look at the lightsaber to see if it is Gallia's, but I don't think that Gallia is going to survive from Savage. They've just made Savage the most powerful character. She might be able to, like, cut off an arm of Savage, because later you see him with a mechanical arm. I'll show you that picture later when I get to Savage. But, yeah, I don't think that she's going to be able to survive. So, that's it for Gallia. Now, for Hondo, I don't have too much evidence if I think he's going to survive or not. He just hasn't been in so much stuff that you don't even, he's been in episodes here and there, but never like this huge character. But I am going to say, before I was thinking that he wasn't going to survive, or he was going to survive, but now I'm kind of thinking he isn't. And here's my thought on that. If you look at this picture closely, you see, if you look at the, it's going to zoom in here. If you can see it, this looks like the pirate that Hondo is. The same type of pirate. It's not Hondo, I can tell, just by the braids, but, sorry this image is blurry. If you want to see kind of a video clip of this, you can look at the trailer. But, yeah, that's a Wackawee, I think. I know I said that wrong. Pirate. And Darth Maul's choking him, implying that Darth Maul is going somewhere to this place, or it looks like a ship, but I don't think those lights would be coming from a spaceship if you see in the far left. So he's going somewhere, and he's probably on their home planet. So now there's a decent chance that he's heading to where Hondo is. Also, there is another scene where Hondo gives Ahsoka rocket launchers. I thought that was kind of random. We'll see what that turns out to be. But I'm going to give a 50% chance on will Hondo survive. Just because I'm not sure. After seeing this image, I was kind of like, I'm not sure. So who knows if he gets away or if this is even on that planet. So, next character. Okay, so for the next character, I'm going to do them together. Darth Maul, Asajj Ventress. So that I can have kind of the facts that go together. So, these two brothers, I guess you would say. I think Maul is going to survive and Savage isn't. That's a guess. I'm not sure. I'll show you my facts for this. If you notice in this image right here, In the middle is Chancellor Palpatine. In the right is Darth Maul with legs. Look at that, human legs. You see the zoom in on that? Those are not the old, like, chicken legs, so, and then if you look at Asajj, now it's going to zoom in on Asajj's arm. That looks like it's a robotic arm. He doesn't have a hand there, so maybe he lost it in the fight with Gallia, and then they came here, but we'll see. Because he did have both hands against Gallia, so maybe he loses it during that, but he also ends up defeating her with only one arm. That's a thought. So, Palpatine's in the middle, Darth Maul's on the right. I think Palpatine's, with 2 lightsabers, is powerful enough to defeat both of them. Just because he can do lightning, and if you see later, if you watch the trailer, which I've had a link in the video a few times already. Just look in the description. It does look like he's electrocuting one of them if you watch it in the montage. So I think Asajj is probably going to die. I'm going to give Asajj a 55% chance of surviving, or of falling, and Maul a 45%. But I think Maul's going to fall on he has to fall on the hands of Obi-Wan Kenobi. It just wouldn't be right if he didn't, because Obi-Wan was the one that sliced him in half. He's going to be going after Obi-Wan, and hopefully Obi-Wan will be able to kill him, which I don't think he's going to do this season. Maybe next season. Okay, so next character. Now, I think it's kind of weird they put Rex on this list. If you've seen the trailers so far, I haven't even seen Rex in any of the trailers. So, because of all these other characters, all this other stuff happening, Darth Maul, Asajj, Ventress, all these different characters, I don't think they're going to have any clone arcs like the Umbara series or ARC Troopers in Season 3. So I think Rex is not even going to have very many chances to die. So I'm going to say no on Rex. I know I don't have too many facts, but I think with Rex, he's such a character that people have been watching since the Clone Wars movie, and he's been such a big character. I don't think they'd kill him off for money reasons. They'd lose viewers, probably, because he's just such a big character. So I'm going to say, like, 15% chance they kill him off, like, very low. There still is a chance he might be somewhere in a later episodes, because, of course, these trailers trying to get you ready for the newer episodes, probably. So, yep, that's it for Rex. Now on to Ahsoka. The thing about Ahsoka is she's kind of like Rex, because she's such a big character, they wouldn't kill her off, because I'm saying they won't because she's just, they'd lose too many fans if they killed off Ahsoka. I think they're going to have to do something in the end, but I don't think Season 5 is going to be the last season. So, unless it lost its primetime spot. Now, I'm not sure if Saturday at 9:30 a.m. is a primetime spot, but I knew Friday night was, so I'm not sure if they lost it, and maybe they're not going to have many seasons left. But I just don't think they're going to kill him off till the last episode, or when they do the 3D version of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. They'll add a really small clip of Ahsoka probably dying in Order 66, and Rex walking in with Anakin into the temple, the Jedi temple. So that's a guess. They might do that. They might do just Ahsoka, just Rex. Who knows? If you're watching this after the 3D released, it was long past Season 5 now. But, well, 2013 is when it's supposed to release, so maybe you're not long past Season 5, but maybe there is going, maybe they are going to add that. So also, if you think any of these characters are going to survive, or aren't, and you don't think what I think, just like the video, and then put a comment, whatever you think about what's going to happen. if you think Ahsoka is gonna die because it looks like on the planet she's on that she's gonna have trouble defeating the droids, then that's great. Just put that in the description or the comments, and then anyone can like it up, and then whichever has the most likes, you can look at that and check out all the comments of the different people who what they think's gonna happen. So you have all these different characters on the list, and then you can just write your own list on who you think's gonna survive. So this is just my list opinion. We still got 3 more. Sorry this video's long video, but there's a lot of characters to cover. So next is Embo. Now for Embo, I actually did this recording a long time ago, and then figured out that my facts are wrong. So I went back, rewatched the trailers, looked at his Wikipedia page, and figured out that Embo is trying to assassinate Padme. In the video when I tried it before, I said he was trying to assassinate Satine, which was wrong. But here's a picture. As you can see, he's actually, you see him shoot at Padme. Now, there's also a scene where Padme and Anakin, and you see Embo shooting down. So there is a chance Embo's gonna die, because there's a bunch of different shots they've showed of Embo fighting, or on a different planet. There's one on Coruscant where he's shooting. Here's another shot of it, just more of a close-up, where he's trying to assassinate Padme there. There's 2 different places on Coruscant. Then there's one on a snow planet. I don't know, Order Plutonium, maybe. That's just a random guess. I just know it's a snow planet. So he's at least going to survive a few tries. But when he's up against Jedi and Senators with that much protection, I don't think he's going to succeed. So I think there's a strong chance that he could die, which is sad because he's such an awesome character. They could have him survive because it is Dave Filoni's voice, so when it's his voice, well, it was in the first ones, but I think he's also a weird one to put on this list because his only episode was Bounty Hunters, and then he's been in a few episodes like real small, real brief. But yeah, he seems like more of a major character this season. So will he survive? I'm not sure. I'm going to put him at the 50% mark. Well, probably put it, 60% that he will not survive because he's messing with Jedi, as it looked like in the trailer. So let's get on to the next character, which is our second to last character, Ventress. Now, in the trailers, it just looked like she has one arc, and it is her battling, or trying to infiltrate the Jedi Temple. Now, the funny thing is, I'm just going to show you this image. We know how Ventress went kind of good last season. She kind of helped Obi-Wan. Now, I didn't notice this thing on this picture. Whose lightsaber is that in her hilt? Or in her belt? That's Ahsoka's. That's interesting. Sorry I didn't pull up this image earlier. That's Ahsoka's lightsaber on her belt. And we see her battling Ahsoka earlier. Okay, that might change my opinion on what I think is going to happen to Ahsoka. I'm still going to say, from a money standpoint, they're probably not going to kill her, but something probably happened to Ahsoka here. Okay, get back on Ventress's storyline. If you notice, the clone troopers' guns are sliced in half. She was going for the guns here. She did not slice the stormtroopers, or the, shock troopers. She went for their guns, which may imply that she still has some good in her, or kind of has gone a little good back. So we'll see. That is kind of weird of her not to just completely slice them in half like she was before she had that meeting with Obi-Wan and fought Savage and Darth Maul with him. So we'll see what happens with Ventress. I'm going to say she survives because she's so important in other books that were written way before the Clone Wars movie. She's one of the characters, her and Gallia, who are characters who are not originally in the Clone Wars. They were not created for the Clone Wars. Her and Gallia are the only ones, except for Darth Maul, but he's weird. They did a weird thing to him. So her, Gallia, and Maul, those three are the ones that haven't been created. So it's just kind of hard to kill someone off if they already have like a background story and what happens to them. And then in a comic, she's there during the time of Starkiller, so I don't think she's also gonna die there. So last character, well, I guess I'll say one more thing about Ventress. I'm gonna say 25% that she dies. So let's get on to the last character, Satine. Now, if you notice, I want to show you a few pictures here. Well, let me find it. Sorry, I'm sure you're already seeing it. But the picture is of Satine sitting. That's actually right when she sees the Death Watch people walk in. She's pretty surprised. If you can see, here they walk in. Here's the picture of them walking in. And then there was the picture of her very surprised after they walked in. Well, not exactly surprised. You can't really tell. It's just, I don't think those 4 guards are going to be able to protect her from a bunch of Mandalorians. I'm going to say there's a 80% chance of her dying. Here's more of my facts. First off, look at this picture for a second. Yeah, it doesn't look good right there. Obi-Wan's holding on, and then look at the frame after. Yeah, doesn't look exactly good for her there. Plus, there's a bunch of Mandalorians that just stormed into her palace. Unless she has a secret escape route, which doesn't really seem like Satine, then she might get away. But I think I might have already said this, but Dave Filoni did say Obi-Wan and her storyline was not going to end happily. Big hint after seeing that picture. So I'm going to say she falls in Star Wars Season 5. So that concludes my, I guess, guesses of what I think is going to happen in Season 5. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I know this is a super long video. So just post in the comments. Like the video, favorite. Spent a lot of time editing also. I've recorded this over 4 times and failed, so glad I finally got through the whole video. And yeah, so if you think differently, just post in the comments and like and subscribe. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and sorry for so few videos lately. Okay, bye y'all.